Hello, 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 hello. How we doing? Hope we're doing good. Quick run through of who's here. Hello, Sarah Butt, and hello, Sarah. How is the Sarah today? Hopefully good. I am doing good. I have a busy day ahead, and only about an hour, maybe 2 hours to do a stream, but I'm keeping with doing a stream every day, so, just gotta stick to it. How you been, though? Hopefully good. Wait, you just said that. You only slept 3 hours through the night? That's horrible. Yikes. Yeah, I'm gonna drop that. Sorry, just a second. There we go. Physical difficulties. Yeah. You should get more sleep. Were you doing something or just having a hard time finding your groove? Oh. Trying to get a solid setup here. Everything wants to fall over. Huh. Weird. Yeah, that sucks. I hope you sleep better tonight or sleep soon. I don't know. Yeah. Hope that gets better for you. As said in the title and the category, we're going to be doing some art today. Yeah. That's not really recommended, at least for me. But, I mean, I'm not a doctor, so whatever you want to do, really. Yes, we're doing some art today, and probably also show what art we're doing. Because I do have some reference here. Where is it? Second try. Go. And this is kind of what we're drawing today. I must go and remove that off screen. I can see it on my screen, but yeah. So we're just going to do this, and then we might, if we have time, work on another emote or two. And got some hands like this. And it's more like this. There we go. And got something like this. And finger. No, they're for myself. Fun fact, kinda. I have yet to receive an actual commission. Not that I know how to do them yet, so like I don't know how to set up a payment system or anything like that. So probably for the best that I haven't received one yet. But besides the matter. And we've got armpits. Need a little bit more. This. Yeah, fur is really hard. You know, that's why you know, certain artists you know, make a lot. It's pretty hard to do. Oh boy. But oh yeah, I completely forgot to do any sort of intro. For those new, I'm Dala, EP Box Dude. We're on a tight schedule, so we're just drawing. Just doing a draw. Honestly, I wanted to start earlier, but then got distracted. Oh, sort of coming together. I'll lean you back a little bit. And then give him some hair. Just kind of messy wolf cut style, I guess. Kind of something like that. Nice. Indeed. With my trusty theory bot helping very much in that last part. Here. Actually going to give a little bit more space in here. And minimize this. Sort of. Not minimize, but like make it smaller. Gonna mount it on top of a guy. Plunge a sword into his chest. Have him throwing his hands up or something. This is how we treat bots here. We stab them dead, but not in real life in a video game. We stab them dead in the video game, absolutely. Then we do this. lean him back a little bit. Move this part back. Oh. What do we think of this? Ain't bad. That. Yeah. Figure out some of the finer details in a second here. Alright. Then we need another layer. We're going to do this one in blue because it pops against red. Make sure there's clarification on where the legs are. And lean him back like so. Here, maybe we do this. I need to erase all this. So we're going to just do something like this. Also going to lean him forward a little bit. I think leaning him back was a mistake. Oh boy. Okay. We'll actually even lean him forward, I think. What do we think of that? That's not bad. and clear waistline here. Clarify, you know, familiar things. So like, if you'll notice, I give everybody buckets like they're wearing jeans, because that's, you know, I've always worn jeans or like sweatpants, I guess. So it's, you know, what I'm most familiar with looking like, and it helps sort of shape the hip. See, you can see exactly that the side of him is like right here. This is the front. This is also the front. Side, front, back. Nice. It's kind of got his shoulder up here. And he's kind of pushing down with one hand on top of the blade, or on the top of the hilt. Okay. There we go. Go, and then he has this hand on the blade, or on the hilt. Fuck. Got a big old hand. Just for now. Gonna grip it as best you can. There we go. Good. Maybe he's trying to grab onto the sword like this, and his hands are coming around like this. That's why he's pounding down on the handle, trying to break through his grip, cut his hand open type thing. I'm just kind of vocalizing my thoughts because, I'll be honest, when I'm watching an art stream and they're just doing stuff, I can get a little bored. So I like a little bit of dialogue, maybe. I think a little bit of blood is allowed. Sorry, not blood, just in case. Ketchup. He didn't know that he had ketchup in his hand. Like a little packet of ketchup. And when he grabbed the sword, which is a toy sword, the ketchup burst all over the sword. And I was like, oh no. Ketchup. Right, y'all? The fuck am I even talking about? Oh boy. And like that. Gotta make some intense eyes. Oh, it's not quite right. It'd be right there. And then we need to make this a little smaller. That's a big SI. There we go. There we go. Kind of looking funny, but I guess that's fine. It'll come together with the hair. There we go. Some knuckles right here. Like that. His, wrist clearly defined. Elbow should be sort of more like this. There we go. Oh, we can even give him a little shirt thing, or chest plate. And we put his jaw like so. Kind of big ears, kind of big eyes, kind of big nose. Weird looking dude. No. I think these actually. That's better. Go. Hair. Yeah. Sorry if anybody heard that. That was gross. Yes, very much gingerbread man. Perfect. For the next 20 minutes, gingerbread man is going to be up there. There we go. Pinned comment, the gingerbread man. You can't catch him. Oh, nice. There we go. Ooh, I like those. The puppy. I love the puppy. Those are very cute. Nice. And curls come down. You know. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to figure out what I'm drawing here. Kinda got an idea, but even then. There we go. I think this is pretty good as a drawing. At least a rough draft. Yeah, go ahead, sir. Don't worry about me. Go. And we do something like this. We just want something like this. Yeah, like that. Okay. Sorry, that was probably pretty loud. There we go. Sorry, I'm just trying to get the right angle on this. There we go. That's good enough. Yeah, that's not so bad so far. some sort of military type thing. Maybe academy. Could be an academy. He's looking pretty young. He's not very armored. That. Something like that. Something like that. Yeah. Need to make his wrist thinner though, if that's the size of his hand. It kind of looks like it needs to be. Work all this. There we go. Good. 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 How's that looking? Yeah, that's not bad. I think we've got him wearing some sort of what do you call them? Gambison? Is it Gambison? No. Might be. Like a full, you know, the thing that fencers kind of wear. We'll give him something like that. Knuckles pretty clear here. And we're gonna have his hands all bandaged up. Something like that. This reminds me of a story I was writing. I'm not keeping this as a... Well, I might. I was wondering if I was going to keep it as a VOD this time, so. But, you know, it doesn't really matter. And it was called The Eighth Sword Son. It followed in a universe that I've worked on from time to time. This and a younger guy. He is the eighth son of the head of the Kandari family, which is sort of a noble warrior family in this world, you know, sort of magics and stuff. So the sort of clans can start appearing, warrior clans and stuff, and it's mostly like a system of like lords govern like certain areas, and certain areas are just like ungoverned, stuff like that. And basically his deal is that, unlike pretty much everybody else, he was not born with the ability to see quote-unquote aura and energy of the world. But he is very dedicated to learning the sword, which his family has, done for hundreds of years at this point. However, he is neither respected nor treated well by virtually anybody in the clan, including his siblings. But basically he cleans dojos and stuff like that. And he does his best anyway. All while sort of practicing, not in secret, but like in vain. Like there's no point for him to do so. But the story opens on sort of a wide shot of their manor. I don't know why I'm telling this story, but it's something to do while I draw. And slowly pans over to the dojo, where we get a couple panels of a mysterious boy who's running across the ground with a cloth, cleaning the floor, or swinging a sword, a wooden sword of sorts. All in the early morning, birds are singing. He's out here working or whatever. And later, the people who actually are supposed to be practicing there and not just cleaning it, arrive, including one of his brothers, who at some point, I forget how it goes. I need to look it up real quick. Hello! Welcome in, the Sheev Muscadet. Shout out. Why is it being weird? Oh. How do you do? I see Sashi. What is going on right now? What the fuck? Oh. Shout out. Do you? I believe you, but I'm not sure about everybody else. Muscadet. How the fuck do I spell? There we go. Go follow that one. Always follow the homie. I was just talking about something I was writing a while back. Let me see if I can't find it. Been pretty much years since I was working on this one. It would be down with E. E. Where's E? Oh, No, it's not in this one. It would be in here. No. No, no. Nope. No. There it is. 8th Sword Son. I'm just going to pull up the document here. Gonna refresh myself. Now that I'm thinking about it, I kind of want to get back to this one. There we go. Something like that. That. There we go. And we'll just have that kind of cross there. Mouths are hard. I think one of the things I have the most trouble with. Even more than hands, really. Got hands down pretty well. Kind of. There we go. There we go. There we go. Not terrible, but also, why his head like that? Why he got that head on him? There we go. A little bit better. Yeah, that's better. But yeah, back to the story that I was talking about. And so his brother doesn't like him at all, right? So he kind of immediately goes and targets him. His brother targets the main character guy. Where basically, as is fairly common and to be expected in a martial clan, I suppose, challenges him to a duel. And his brother, who can kind of do stuff, kind of magical in nature, basically breaks his sword and basically tells him to leave the family because, you know, he does not like him. He thinks he shames the clan, and he thinks, you know, there's probably some resentment there or something. Childhood trauma. I haven't quite decided what his brother's deal is. I know his brother will have a bigger part in the story, but I haven't decided what it is. But basically, he says you show up for what is called the honor competition in 2 weeks. That he is going to have him have not good things happen to him in video games. Basically. So that is when our main character decides, yep, alright. Time for me to leave. I am no longer welcome here, essentially. And he heads out. Not far, though. He takes his broken sword, and he takes some rope. He goes out to the forest, and this manor is all surrounded by a huge forest. And he attempts to go to the sewers. Let's say that. But his rope down breaks, let's say. Well, that's not an analogy. Not that any of this is an analogy. What are you talking about? And then basically, because he's like, welcome back, Sarah. I was just randomly talking about, whoa, everybody's back. Whoa, welcome back. Ooh. I was just talking about here, a story I was writing. But, I mean, that was just because nothing to say. But, basically, I've so far, I need 2 more. 2 more before the 8th, or 3 more before the end of the month. And when I say more, I mean video or streams with an average of, yeah, of 3 viewers. Which, you know, I'm not in any rush to get there. I think we're doing alright. I'm just having fun with it. Well, that's a wonky-ass sword. Gotta fix that. Oh, shit. There we go. You can see right in here how intense the shakes can get. This was not a controlled motion. Oh man. Okay, there we go. That still looks wrong. What if I'm just doing this? And doing something like that. Yeah, this makes more sense anyway. Gotta protect your face more than you gotta protect your chests. Oh, nice. Here we go. Yeah, but that's really cool, Froggy. I definitely want to see it. Do you post your art anywhere in particular, like Twitter or anything like that? Pinterest. Huh. Interesting. I'll have to check that out. If you want to like DM me here, I'll just post this and you can whisper. Wait, what? You can just whisper to me like the link or something. Oh yeah, there's some pretty crazy shit on there. A lot of AI, but I don't mind that as reference. But lots of people claiming others' work. But eh. Kinda good. Like that. Yeah, that's true. At least these days. There was a time it was pretty good. Wait, you draw this? Oh. 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 Interesting. Really good. There we go. And the last one. Yeah. But I really like it. It's really cool. Hmm. Huh. Let me just... Yes. This is all really good. I just gotta say, I'm not seeing a bad piece of art here. Normally I'd color that in, but I don't have a whole lot of time today. Oh. Go. Bad. I hope so. That's some pretty good art in there. Don't go throwing it away. There we go. Like that. That doesn't really work very well. It's fine. Ba, 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 ba. That's so small. Damn. That's what she said. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck, man. Alright. Oh. Look at that. And the other one. That. That's fine. Not super important. Yeah, something like that. You're going to do Widow again. I don't know who that is, but sounds cool. Go. Right, and then we had this hand up here. There we go. Honestly, it might be a good idea to do a PNG model that I'm drawing, because when I look at my screen, this happens. So, I don't know. I don't know if that's what you all want to be looking at, but not too hard to create a PNG model, I know. So. I'm doing the frog bling. Not exactly sure what that means. Is it because I'm green? Blink. Ah. Makes sense. That makes a little bit more sense. Okay. So yeah, I disabled mine a long time ago. At least on my phone. Every now and then I fuck up though. I've gotten a lot better at it, but my typing is still atrocious. Atrocious. Just fixing this up a little bit here. It's got a big thumb. Maybe you whacked it. I don't know. I don't know why I'm humming the Rains of Castamere at the moment, but that is what I decided to do. Mm-hmm. Used by what I'm looking at here. Means absolutely others will be too. Oh, I know what the issue is. There we go. The fuck am I looking at right now? There we go. That's good enough. Ba, 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 ba. Not terrible. I'll have to do for today. I will. We'll try and do one emote. I will take suggestions though. Does anybody want a particular emote? A particular non-animated emote to be specific. And while I plan to make animated emotes, that is not today. Oh, okay. Here, let me go get some examples real quick. Emote. We could do chaos emote. I'm liking chaos actually. Here, let me show you what chaos is. Let me show you what chaos is. This is chaos. Comfy looks fun. We could do cry. We could be crying. We could do... We could do disgust. We could do... We could do eat, which is basically just comfy again. So we'll probably not do eat. Do you want an ew face? You could have an ew face, Sarah, once we get to affiliate. Then you'd have it. We could do this one. Or we could do cry, comfy, or chaos. I think these are our main options right now. Does anybody have any preference? I do like those two emotes. Those are very cute. I'm definitely going to take that idea, but not today. What do we want? Undecided. I had an animated one too. Where was it? Is this it? I think this was it. This was one that I was working on. Here. Oh god. Okay. Make that sure that's in screen. Okay. Then we click play. Running. Angry run. But no, we're not doing that one today. Chaos. Okay. We'll do chaos then. Go back to this. All right. It was first come, first serve, so this is the one we're doing today. Up, up, up. Can I ask you add one thing though that I don't usually see? Yes, go ahead. Burn marks on the box. Yes, I can add that. I can absolutely add that. There we go. Just getting some nice clean lines on here. Boop, boop, boop. 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 Boop, boop. There we go. Ain't that nice? Look at that. That looks like some burns, right? I think so. Sarah is happy. I am happy. Yeah. I also like the face. The face is funny. Alright. That's that for that part. And then we need a dark blue for shirt. And a darkish brown for the neck. And we can keep that dark brown actually for the box as well. There we go. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Incredible. Absolute madness. A little bit of neckline. There we go. Look at that. That's perfect. I think if we left it just like that, nobody would complain. I think this would be the perfect emote, honestly. Just this. What do you guys think? No? Okay. Fine. 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 Oh, where are my emotes? There we are, because I want to take the colors. Color. Oh. Box. There we go. We're actually going to use this one. This one is better at making... What the fuck was that? Something just came up on my screen and then disappeared. I think I clicked something. Clicking things and I don't know what they're doing. I'm scared. Yeah, absolutely. You generally want to get the base coloring, and then you do details. Shading and effects. Here. We do need clear background, so we're going to do some dark blue. And some real dark blue. I can't see what I'm doing. There we go. And that's how you get a clear idea of what you're drawing when you're using light colors on a light background. Ah, fuck. I didn't think that through. Sorry. Oh, God. I used to watch a group of people playing Gmod on YouTube, and one of those people was a box character. I don't know. That sounds familiar, actually, but I don't know. I was weirdly into, like, Prop Hunt. Oh yeah, I do know him. Wasn't he an owl? I thought he was an owl. Or he like transitioned into an owl or something, I don't know. Yeah, and then one of his friends had a box on their head or something, or like a bag. I think it was a bag, actually. Ah. Yes. Maybe? I don't know. I have no idea. I don't think I've watched those guys in like probably a decade. Probably pretty close at the very least. Half a decade or something. Alright, then we need any color. Oh. Oh, there we go. Good. There we go. And we can do a little blue shirt here. Of course, all of this is going to be shaded quite heavily from the fire, but besides the matter. Oh yeah, I'm remembering. Oh yeah, for sure. I remember the monkey guy and the pig. Nice. Picker color. There we go. Right on top. Like, oh. And in here. Little nooks. Oh, okay. Here we go. Make sure we're getting the details here. Just look at the time here because I do have cutoff in 30 minutes. So we're going to try our best to finish this right out in 30 minutes. That's the goal. We're in a little bit faster. Get in the details. There we go. I also forgot that we're doing a funny face here. Yeah. Now, do we want this black or do we want this white? Because usually I fill in the eyes black. I can go white. It's a very derpy face. I think I'm probably going to fill in the mouth white. Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure they, like, got political or something. I don't remember. That's a whole world I don't need to be a part of, you know? We're gonna try this. Yeah. Ba, 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 ba. What do we think? That's pretty good. Pretty good if I do say so myself. And I do. This. Nope. Trust the process, trust the process. Trust, trust, trust. Boom. What do we think? That look burnt? Do I look burnt to you? Boy, trying to light me on fire. What the hell is this? Here. Now, we need a nice fire here. And we'll just do an outline of red first. We'll color it in. No, wait. Need to do up here. Don't want to get the wrong layer. There we go. Look at that. Nice. Pretty fire. I love fire. Fire's nice. One guy, he really stuck his neck out for us, and he went and grabbed some fire from the gods. You know, they weren't too happy about that, so I figure I appreciate fire for his sacrifice or whatever. Not that I wouldn't anyway, but here we go. There we go. Almost done. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. I got a fun question the other day. When I say the other day, this was like weeks ago now. But if you yourself right now had to get stuck in any Legend of Zelda game, which one would you choose? And you're not Link, you're you. Just keep that in mind. If anybody wants to play with me. If anyone wants to humor my question. I kind of said Wind Waker. Or alternatively, because Link does still exist, it's just you're not him. You know what I mean? So eventually the world will be saved anyway. But you gotta survive the process. And I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna get a boat and I'm gonna sell stuff with what's his name? The guy that circles around every island. The merchant dude. Or I would do Tears of the Kingdom. Stuff is wild, but there's civilizations, you know, they're building and stuff. And also all the crazy stuff, either in the sky or underground. I'm not going to either of those places. I'm gonna chill out. Except one lady I think who's looking for a husband. Hey, you're desperate enough in these trying times, and you'll take a box. Anyway, I don't know. I'm just trying to keep my mind occupied while I draw. It's a big part of my New Year's resolution. I kind of want to be like more conscious in every moment. Like, I don't want to let my mind slip away into like just staring at a wall. Even though staring at a wall can be really fun. You ever tried it? Really fun. Really good stuff. Yep. Here we go. You know what's funny, I think? I would not be streaming here in front of you if on a random day you forgot what you were going to do for your drawing. It was of somebody named Widow. I remember that. Does that help at all? I don't know. No. Oh, yeah, that's fair. Inner glow. Inner glow. We'll just keep inner glow for now. I want a little bit of something kind of goldish. Pale. Running normal. Not quite right. I selected something goldish, I thought. Okay. There we go. We're also going to lower the size of that. How's that look? It's not great. Half that. Change it to a more this color. And normal. There we go. I don't even see an effect. Effect? The fuck is happening? In confusion? Meh, that's fine. Shadow. This. And we're gonna give it some orangey color. Or, you know what? We're going to give it a red. We're going to have it spread out even further. Further. Okay. I don't know. All right, we're just going to color it in. We're going to go old-fashioned here. Oh, wait, right? There we go. We're going to give it some nice little pink tones in here. And we'll drape it in a bit of red. Good, good, good. You know, what's really nice is we can lens blur it into a kind of fiery looking thing. And then the front one is where it really gets weird. I got the first part sketched, but I forgot what Hornet was supposed to look like, and I don't want to copy my reference. That's fair. That's fair. But also, I mean, nah, it's up to you. I won't say nothing. And I need to do this. Give it a sort of reddish tint. darken it a little bit. And then we also need to get the tint under here with a slight darker color. So. 2 have something kind of like this, and we're going to have something kind of like this. Nice. You got this. I believe in you. I think I'm just about done this one here. Just lower the opacity on that. I think that's pretty good. I kind of want to see what other people do fire like. Oh yeah, it's definitely more fiery. Well, I could definitely do a little bit more with that then, for sure, now that I'm looking at it. Okay. More like this colorish. Get this in here. Looks a little bit more fiery. Blur 3, 2. Yeah, that's better. And then I need to be able to see what I'm doing. Motion blur. Something like that. Yes. Okay. That's a little bit better back there. Throw it all together. And then motion blur upwards. Oh wait. No, wait. Shit. That. Okay. Now motion blur it all upwards. Like that. And then we're just going to do basically the same thing up here. There we go. Sounds like I'm gonna have to go pretty soon here. We're getting started in the house. Just gonna angle this one upwards. Flip it a little bit. There we go. And fade this out just a tiny bit. There we go. should we motion blur it up? What do y'all think? Is that a good emote? Do y'all like that? I think I do. I'm gonna save it for now. Obviously, we don't need to make any decisions for a minute. There we go. Cool. I'm going to set that down right there, and we're going to jump over to a different screen. Oh, you know what? Here, I'm going to do something real quick. Where is it? Is it PNG? Up. Yes. Good. Okay. Switching over. And what we're going to do now is this. It's gonna just gonna put it on the end there. And pop. And pop. Good. Our emote is up there. All right, we're going to find a person to raid out to, and then we're done for today. As always, I'm going to see you back tomorrow, hopefully. Hopefully, I didn't betray your expectations of my streams and ruin everything. Yeah, everything's looking good. Right. Who are we raiding? Also, if anybody has any ideas of who to raid, I'll gladly take some requests. Last time we raided somebody last night, I didn't know that their chat was subscriber only, which, I mean, it makes sense. And yeah, have a very, you know, visible disability. I guess you don't want people coming in and being rude. So that can be a little bit smaller. Right? Oh, no. Can be a little bigger. Fuck. I'm trying to figure this out. There we go. How's that? That's better. I'm not seeing anybody I know live right now. Yeah, I mean, I'll absolutely take, you know. Oh. Crispy is live. I haven't rated Crispy yet. If it was later, I'd say, yeah. All right, we're going to raid Crispy jelly bean candy. Slash raid crispy. Nope. Crispy jelly bean candy. Yeah. All right. Well, I hope you'll show them some support. And yeah, say hi. Let's head over for a boxy raid. But for now, stay comfy, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.